So in today's video, we're going to talk about a case study of the YouTuber Kyle Brown. And so for context, Kyle is a educational YouTube content creator. He makes those videos and those videos market his Skool community. I've been helping Kyle for 3 years now, so quite a long time. We've done many things together on Skool. We've learned quite a lot of things on Skool as well. The reason I wanted to highlight Kyle in this video was for his proactivity. And here's what I mean by that. So even before Kyle made a Skool group in the first place, even before we started working together on Skool, he knew that he needed help when it came time to running his Skool community business. And because Kyle has outsourced since day one of starting his Skool community, that has, and I'm not exaggerating, saved him years. Because if Kyle had done this all alone by himself from the start, he would have absolutely hit a growth ceiling at some point. He would have not had the successes that he's had on Skool with help alone. That's for sure. Would he have made some progress? Certainly, but would he be at where he's at today? 6-figure Skool business, won the Skool games. I doubt that you can do that alone. And the fact of the matter is that most of the top performing Skool communities have teams. They're not doing it alone. It happens, but it only happens for, low ticket, not premium offers where you need a high amount of marketing volume in order to send it to a very inexpensive membership that's usually just courses, and that's how you can scale that to the moon alone. But if you have like a premium $99 per month service plus, then you're going to need a team. You can't do it alone. Think about the absolute dream that Kyle is living. All he has to do is make the YouTube videos, send them to a Skool group, and that's it. He just gets to market. He just gets to make the YouTube videos. He just gets to flex that muscle, that skill of making YouTube videos that he's so good at and that he wants to get better at. He doesn't have to waste his time or concern himself with delivering within the Skool group as well, which takes a lot of time, if not the exact same amount of time it takes to market in the first place. So if he's spending 40 hours a week marketing, he sure as hell wouldn't want to be spending another 40 hours per week actually delivering on the services inside of his community. And so the test to see that this actually worked, that he's actually decoupled himself from delivering in his Skool community versus marketing it, the test is that if Kyle can leave for hours, days, weeks, and nothing changes about his Skool community, it still runs smoothly, then he has successfully decoupled himself from delivering inside of it. And so there are many examples of this happening. So Kyle, he was in the army, and so he had to, on multiple occasions, every few months or so, go to do military trainings on the weekends, right? And then on those weekends where he has like zero internet connection to Skool, his community, nothing changed. It was just the same, it was the same goings on in the community as per the usual. And even in serious events where he had to do like summer training on base for, 3 weeks a month, again, nothing changed in the community. A very important distinction to make is that Kyle did not just hire a Skool admin. Okay. And so I'm going to break this down. There is a difference, right? You might not even heard of this term, this title within Skool communities. It comes by different names: community builder, Skool operator, but ultimately it sort of encompasses the same kind of role. And I'm going to explain that to you. So Kyle didn't just hire an admin or a moderator. An admin or a moderator are definitely helpful roles to have inside of your community. They are going to save you time. They can handle refunds. They can moderate. They could, delete bad posts. They can message members. They might even be able to host a call here and there. But ultimately, the scope of what they can do and how they can help you is very limited compared to the other option that Kyle decided to choose. Kyle had chosen a Skool operator, a Skool community builder, whatever you want to call it. Essentially, this is a level up from being an admin or a moderator. This is someone who can be a strategic aid, right? Someone who can give you the Skool strategy based on the many years of experience that they've had on the platform, right? This is someone who can also do the admin work for you. So just one person who can do it all: the admin work, the moderation work, the strategic work. So very premium, but also very helpful and saves dozens upon dozens of hours per week in terms of being able to help you free up your time to market your Skool community and grow it. I think the easiest way to understand the distinction between these two roles, an admin or a moderator versus a community builder or a Skool operator, is the fact that you can leave a Skool operator be and the group is going to thrive. It might even get better. And this is a role, this is a person that can actually help you strategize, who can be a consultant, a Skool community strategic coach, if you will. They tell you what to do, right? They'll answer your questions, right? based on the wealth of experience that they have on the platform, versus a Skool community admin or mod, which you have to tell them what to do. They're not necessarily a source of wisdom when it comes to their experience on Skool. They're just there to moderate, delete posts, handle refunds, very technical stuff, right? Not necessarily the most creative or strategic role. And this may be more important than you think, than you're giving it credit for right now. Because the fact of the matter is the vast majority of educational content creators on Skool are first-time business owners in general, but definitely first-time schoolers, right? So they don't have very much experience when it comes to running a subscription-based community model. And so you might start off your group thinking that it's all easy, but the fact of the matter is there's many things at play that require, sometimes months, years of experience to understand how these things work. Retention, churn, activation, onboarding, engagement, all these kinds of things that would take you months or years to learn. Like, you don't have to spend months or years. You can just outsource to a Skool operator, a Skool community builder, and they already have those years behind them. So they can serve as a very, very good consultant with regards to those kinds of strategic decisions that have to be made when you're running a Skool community business. And so the question becomes, how do you hire for this talent? Because that's what it is. This isn't just a role where someone is just doing technical stuff that doesn't involve any kind of skill or strategy or creative understanding or wealth of knowledge when it comes to the Skool platform. Like, where do you find this kind of talent? Well, if you own a Skool group, it's likely that you have people reaching out to you, trying to pitch their services to you. Like, they might reach out to your support email on the platform. They might reach out to you via your social platforms and be like, hey, saw that you're running a Skool. I could help you run one of these. But oftentimes I've noticed, and I've spoken with some of these people, right? These people have come to me asking for advice in terms of how they can start working with creators on Skool. The problem with these people who reach out to you cold, who you don't know, is that they oftentimes don't have any experience from what I've seen. I've seen the messages they send out. I run community support emails and have these messages reach out to us, and they oftentimes have no experience behind them. Like, it's unclear whether they can actually fulfill their promise, right? That they actually have any kind of experience. That's one thing. I would caution you against working with people like that, especially like from the get-go. You definitely want to vet, see if they have experience, see if they have multiple years under their belt on Skool and that they know what they're talking about, that they have accolades in the form of helping people win the Skool games, that kind of thing. That shows that they know how to run a Skool group. But if you're seeing none of that, that's a red flag. Probably don't do that, right? Don't waste your money there. Alternatively is you look within your own community. So oftentimes very passionate members who are highly engaged are going to want to help you out. But again, you encounter the same problem where they might not have a lot of time on problem, many years of experience on the Skool platform itself. And so these people might be able to be trained up to do things like admin or moderation work, which doesn't require a lot of creative or strategic skills or an understanding of how Skool works to a huge degree, but that's all really they can amount to, is just like a moderator or an admin, which is helpful and is a great start. But ultimately, you're going to want to get your hands on, again, a Skool community operator or a Skool community builder, whatever you prefer to call it. If you're looking to stop doing everything by yourself and have a Skool community operator help you strategize and scale and grow your Skool community while also handling all the admin stuff for you as well, so that you have all your free time to market your community to your heart's content, then you might consider checking out the link in the description below. We'll talk about your Skool community situation, figure out where it is that you want to be, where you want to go, how much time you want freed up. So if that sounds interesting to you, again, there's the link in the description for that. Book a call and we'll talk soon.